We all know that the SNOT can be used for sniffing the packets and for the network intrusion detection and also for forensic analysis. Forensic analysis is nothing but some event was happened at a point. Knowingly or unknowingly, some traffic capturing is going on at the server end. In general, it will be done via Wireshark or something. So during that time, some attack or malicious activity was conducted. And if you want to analyze those traces and wants to identify the traffic which is especially malicious, so the trace files will be analyzed. And at the same time, you should be in a position to know how many TCP related packets have come, how many ICMP related packets were there, how many abnormal packets are there. This kind of information you want to know. That you can do via the trace file, especially the PCAP file. The PCAP file can be used as the input to this NOT so that you can analyze content in the PCAP file and will give you a statistical information with that PCAP. Recall that we have used Wireshark for malware traffic analysis previously. What I'm doing is I will use the same PCAP file for our analysis. So for that, either you may connect to the internet from the virtual machine and you may download that my holiday present, that malware traffic file, malware PCAP file, and we'll use that PCAP file, or already I am having that PCAP file in my computer. So you can also directly share to the virtual machine. So how can you share via virtual machine? You can go to this virtual machine. In settings, you will find here shared folders. So in shared folders, click the folder path, select the folder path. So the folder path I am having as like this VM shared. This is the folder path I am having. Now here auto mount, and the mount point is the root, and make it permanent. Okay. Okay. So you can go to Linux, open the folder here. So here you can see sf_VM shared. The folder will be shared with your virtual machine. So you just click this, automatically you will find what are the files available in that. So this is the traffic analysis exercise. That is my holiday present. Just to copy it. You cannot directly open from here, provided you have to copy it onto the desktop, and you have to work from here. So open the terminal here. So how to analyze the PCAP file? We have the PCAP file, traffic analysis exercise.pcap, not -r space 2016. So this is used for analyzing the traffic. So here received 13,481 packets. In this, IPv4 type packets are 13,481. UDP packets are 333. TCP are 13,121. And other packets are 27. That means other packets is nothing but some fishy thing is there, because whatever the thing you got in the traffic either may fall in any one of this section, but you got some packets which is other than this. So I want to go for somewhat deeper analysis. So you may use this same command with the configuration script to be included in that. Whenever you include the configuration script, then if any attack is there, default attacks are there, that attacks will be listed in the log. So the log, we know that the log is available in the /var /log /snot. So here not alert fast. So I'm clearing the log. Any other, this is also 0 bytes, 0 bytes, 0 bytes. So now what I will do is I will run this. So what are the commands to be used for running this? Is just like this. Just now, as I told you, processing of pcap file, snot-r filename.pcap. And if you want to process the file name with the configuration scripts and the logging, then you are supposed to use like this. Same option that what we have used for we have seen previously. The same thing we are going to use here. Snot-r 2016 pcap. Next -l. The logs are like /var /log /snot, and the configuration script. The configuration script is available in /etc/snot/snot.conf. Now you got more details because we have used already predefined rules that are available in our snot rules. So if you run with the snot-r pcap file, we got little information. But if we process it via the configuration script, we got so much information, so much statistical information. So 13,481 are the total packets. And this is already we have seen previously. Now, here you can see stream statistics. The stream statistics is like this: total sessions 123, TCP sessions are 53, UDP are 70, TCP stream trackers created 53, TCP stream trackers deleted 53, TCP segments queued, and TCP rebuild packets, segments used, TCP discards, TCP gaps, UDP session created 70, deleted UDP sessions 70. While coming to the HTTP inspections, number of post methods used are 1, get methods are 57 get methods are used. So can you say that a get method way of using in any HTTP request is genuine, or is it okay for to do? No, actually get method cannot be used always. Get can be easily captured by any attacker. So HTTP request header extracted 58. So like that statistical information is there. And here HTTP response cookies extracted 54. So what is the need of extracting of these cookies? Okay. HTTP response header extracted 56. Okay. So extra slashes. Do you find any extra slashes in the URL? Okay, 7 extra slashes was identified. See how keen this snot is giving you the complete statistical information. HTTP response gzip packets extracted 13. Okay. Next one is SSL related. So what is the need of SSL when you have only get method? Okay. So if you have post method, then SSL, maybe HTTPS may be used. But what about this GET method? 57. So here, but SSL data is there. Still SSL some processing was there. SSL packets decoded are 331. Client hello, server hello, certificates, server done. So these are the various statistics available. Now, these are the various statistics that you have collected via SNOT, and this will be useful for the forensic analysis. How they will use this for forensic analysis? Afterwards, what they do is they will generate a feature file which is called a CSV file or maybe a dataset kind of thing with the features such as TCP sessions, UDP sessions, ICMP sessions. These are said to be features. And these features are analyzed with the help of machine learning algorithms. And they will be having the data which is related to the normal traffic. Already trained models are available. And they will place this data as the test data. So whenever they place this as a test data and already available data as the training data, they can easily come to know whether it is anomalous or not. This is the way they will identify whether really it is anomalous or it is a specific traffic which is having this anomalous property or not. And also they will identify what type of anomaly it is, and they will devise the system, security system, with that anomaly rules, so that in future, if same type of traffic was observed in different form, then immediately that intelligent intrusion detection system will identify and will give an alert to the security engineers. I hope you got by this time that how the CCAP analysis will be done with the help of this SNOT.